What's up, legends? Now this might be one of the cleanest keyboards that you've ever seen. This is the NocFree and Split keyboard, and we've got our hands on an early unit ahead of their Kickstarter, so let's check it out. Now just a note, this is an early test unit, so there are some small differences between this and the final version. Again, I believe the packaging is going to vary slightly, but let's get it unboxed and take a look. Nice boxes, albeit a little bit bent by the courier. However, a very clean and minimal design. This packaging wrapping on the keyboard certainly gives Apple vibes, and I really like that. Again, continuing with the Apple vibes with the first look of one half of this board, and that is nothing but a compliment. Super low profile, clean, minimal look, that kind of brushed silver that matches a MacBook, contrasts so nicely with the white keycaps. First impressions are solid, this already looks awesome and the sort of aesthetic that I know many of you will absolutely love. You get a few additional keycaps as these are swappable. I will be installing those orange caps for sure. A few extra low profile switches because these are also hot swappable on this board. Super interesting low profile switches, really quiet as well, the total opposite to what I'm used to. A USB-A to USB-C angled rubber cable for charging the board, and a little keyboard tool for pulling the switches or the keycaps. Now onto the secondary box, which I assume by now most of you have guessed what's in this one. That's right, it's a numpad, and I think it's just about one of the sexiest numpads I have ever seen. I'm not a big user of a numpad, but this is the sort of thing that I'd love to have laying around on my desk just purely for the aesthetics. Same low profile design, again we get some extra keycaps, some additional switches, and a 2.4G receiver. The release version will have tri-mode connectivity, so wired, 2.4G with the receiver, or Bluetooth, and it will come with a grey USB dongle instead of this black one, which is nice. I also believe you will be able to connect up to 3 devices with the Bluetooth, which is pretty handy. I'm really digging the overall design and aesthetic of this low profile gasket mounted split keyboard. The CNC aluminium gives a great look and feel to the outer shell. The entire keyboard screams premium quality, and it feels just that as well, from the outer shell all the way to the keycaps. The great thing about a split keyboard is that they pretty much work for anyone, because you can adjust the distance, the rotation angle, and even elevation angle if you were to get the additional tenting and stand kit, which actually looks awesome. And I really do wish that they sent it out for this video. Being able to make these adjustments means you're going to have improved ergonomics at your desk setup. You can find whatever's comfortable, and you don't have to fit the keyboard, you can make the keyboard fit you. Attaching the keycaps is as easy as you'd expect, and these little orange keycaps give a nice splash of colour to this board. Let's have a quick sound test. Super soft and quiet. There's a quad layer of foam which helps with softer keystrokes, and this is smooth as hell to type on. You're certainly not going to annoy anyone in the office with this keyboard. It's pre-mapped for both Windows and Mac, however they have online software where you can pretty much program anything in here, so it's a fully programmable keyboard with various different options and settings also within the software. There is backlighting as well. It's just a white light, so no flashy RGB, and just static on this model. However, the release version I believe will have a breathing mode for the lighting. Those who know me know I'm a sucker for Apple tech and silver or white aesthetics, so these really hit that spot for me. The fact that it matches my MacBook so well is just an absolute bonus. However, I do believe that there will be 5 different colour options to choose from, but this is the colour choice for me. The left and right side have a 1100 mAh battery, with the numpad having 650. I've not used them for long enough to drain the battery, but I think this is pretty sufficient. There is some weight to each section, but it's not overly heavy. The left side is 450 grams, the right is 583, and the numpad is 311 grams. It's the kind of this feels like quality heavy and not this is heavy, if that makes sense. With the low profile design and the overall dimensions of each section, not forgetting the fact that this is a split keyboard, you could totally use these for traveling. I'd like to see a dedicated carry case where perhaps each section could be stacked, keeping the case nice and compact. Each section has a USB-C port for charging and a little toggle switch to turn them on or off. When being charged, there's a little blue LED indicator too, just so you know that they are actually being charged. Overall, I'm really impressed with the looks and the feel of this NocFree and Split keyboard. I said before, it gives me Apple vibes, which is nothing but a good thing. It means quality and aesthetics all in one. Now, if you're a fan of Split keyboards or just wanting to try something a little bit more ergonomic for the first time and love the Apple aesthetic, then I think that you're really going to love this. Again, this is the pre-release version, so there might be some more little differences that I haven't mentioned in today's video. However, the Kickstarter link will be listed in the description should you want to take a look. Thanks to NocFree for sending this out to take a look at, and thanks to you for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.